Bob and welcome to Axel's Garage. Today we're out here with the 2003 Suburban again. This is the second video with our door issue. It's the no power to the passenger door, and I'll put a link to the first video up here. Just to catch you up, the passenger door went completely dead after a slam. Completely dead, window wouldn't work, power door locks wouldn't work, the seat actually wouldn't work, and the mirror does not adjust. So it's lost all power. And the weird thing is, because of the way these GM vehicles are wired through different modules, you still can't put this window down from the driver's side switch either. The driver's side switch will work all the other three, but you can't control the door lock or the window from the driver's side switch. And you also can't use your key fobs, which is kind of odd, but it's the way it's all wired through modules. And so it's completely dead. Now, when we Googled it, it came up with a technical service bulletin that I put in the first video in the description. I'll put it in the description below, and it's a pretty complicated technical service bulletin. It's a common GM problem with this door going dead. It's a loss of communication between the door control module and the body control module. Now, in this vehicle, the door control module is actually the door switch mechanism. And I'll pull out, this is the one that was in the vehicle, and this is the door control module. And it's 5 different plugs that plug into it, and they all work together, which is kind of weird. Each one doesn't just control one thing. The only one that seems to be real consistent is this top one, which is where your power comes in. So we Googled, like anybody should. We did some Googling, and it, based on our symptoms, it's a loss of communication. And there was some things that they said. They said disconnect the battery for a half hour to an hour. We disconnected the battery. That got us our seat back. Our seat started moving again, but still the door was dead. So we checked all the fuses. All the fuses were good. Pulled every fuse out, put every fuse back in, just to make sure they were seated in, and they were good. Fuses were good. Then we checked power to the door, and we were getting power coming into the door. All right, so we're at a loss. One of the comments in that original video said check for grounds. So we checked, we got a good ground going to the door. So pretty much at a loss, trying to figure it out, did a lot more Googling, but sometimes what you'll find is when you Google a problem, it becomes a bigger problem. It's almost like when your wife says her ankle hurts, or her foot hurts, or her hip hurts, and she goes to WebMD and starts Googling medical conditions. Yeah, I know you married guys, you've been there. Oh, I woke up and the ball of my foot hurts, and I went on WebMD and they said it's a tumor and I need my leg amputated. Yeah, that's what happens. It just snowballs. And sometimes you just got to be, let's be simple, all right? What do we know happened? We know that the door slammed and then it stopped working. And thinking about it that way, let's just be simple here. And if the door control module was going to lose communication with the body control module, it would have just happened. It's a computer glitch. And GM can't even figure out why the computer glitch happened, but it would have just happened. This happened from a slam. So now we got to think that we broke something. Something broke. And after checking the circuits and knowing we got power and ground coming in to this door control module, maybe it's just this module, the switch. So luckily for us, we have another identical vehicle, a GMC Yukon XL, and I was able to take the module out of the Yukon XL, and I have that here. And what do? Well, let's start with the power, okay? And then let's start with the next harness in, right, which is this one. And all of a sudden I'm getting a chime, a door open chime. And look at that. It opens, and I don't even have all of them connected yet. I only got a few of them. So let me connect all of them. And they're color coded. It says, the green one goes here, the blue one goes there. So green goes there, blue goes there, and black goes there, and the door locks are working, and the window's going up and down. That's simple. We made it a bigger problem than it really was. It was the door control module. Now the problem is, because of the way look at all these wires going into the door control module. It's a mess of wires. How do you troubleshoot something like that? I have no idea. It's probably a way to do it. It's probably pretty technical, and a lot of times you need GM software to troubleshoot this stuff. the best bet, I mean, I had another vehicle that I could swap them out and see and troubleshoot, which was convenient for me. But these are such popular trucks, everybody knows someone that has one, borrow their module. Or go to a place that will let you return the module, whether you're buying it online or in a store. How about a place that'll let you return the module? A lot of times they don't do that with electrical parts. They don't let you, no refunds kind of thing, because they know that you're trying to troubleshoot, and if you have a short in your vehicle, you're going to fry the new one. But I did find a place on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below where you can buy a GM factory replacement door control module. It's about $110 or so, Amazon Prime shipped, right around a little over 100. And you're good to go, or you can go to a wrecking yard or a junkyard or try to find it used somewhere. So what we're going to do in the meantime now is we're going to leave this one in because we're using this vehicle on a weekend trip, and I'll order a new one up for my wife's car, and I'll throw it in my wife's car when that one comes in. The weird thing is, when you do the troubleshooting, and it's a funny story, and I'd like to tell you because it is kind of funny, is when I first popped this in to troubleshoot it, I had the door open just like this. I popped it in, I realized it worked. I put the window back up and I took this out, put it back in my wife's car, shut the door, went in the house. I was in the house probably 8-10 hours. I go out to the truck, it's cold, and I go to start it, and it's real sluggish starting, like the battery is starting to go. And it's a brand new battery in this truck. And it starts up and I start driving and all the interior lights are on. Holy shit. I can't turn them off. I'm trying with the dimmer, nothing, can't get them off. The interior lights are on. I check every door is shut. What it turned out to be was when you unplug the module, it saves or remembers the last position it was in. So the door was open, interior lights were on. When I unplugged it, door open, interior lights on, the interior lights stood on. So I shut it up and went in the house, and the interior lights were on all day and couldn't turn them off until I took my wife's module back out of her truck, plugged it in, and this time what I did was I shut the door, made sure the window was up, and then unplugged the module, and then I was able to not have that problem anymore. So now I'm going to leave this one in here, and we're going to button this back up. Like I said, a lot of times when you take these out, the plastic clips break, especially 17, 18 years. Some of these clips get brittle, so what I did in the other vehicle, and I'll do in these, is just right here in the seam, and right over here, a couple dabs of silicone, and then slide it in place, and that silicone will hold it in there, and it won't bounce around on you, it won't pop out. And if you do need to take it out again in the future, just a little slice with a razor blade to break that silicone, and you can pop it right back out again. But problem fixed, we're happy. We can put the window up and down again, door locks work. Got that new one on order. Like I said, in the description below is a link, an Amazon link, that'll take you to get a new one of these door control modules. I feel more comfortable, and then what I'm going to do with my wife is I'm going to order a new Delco door control module, and that's in the link below, or the description below, in a link in the description below. But that's all we got. I'm happy it's fixed. My wife's happy it's fixed. We can use our remotes now. That's it today from Axel's Garage. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, and if you like what we're doing here at Axel's Garage, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.